Angelina Jolie is a unique phenomenon in the modern world. She is not only a talented actress and director with multi-million-dollar fees, but also the most desirable woman on the planet, a goodwill ambassador for the UN, and the mother of 6 children, 3 of whom are adopted. Angelina Jolie was born in Los Angeles into a bohemian acting family. Her father, Jon Voight, was a Hollywood star, a sex symbol of the 70s, and a favorite of the American public. In 1971, he married the charming young actress Markellen Bertrand, who was 12 years his junior. 2 years later, the couple welcomed a son, James Haven, and in 1975, the little Angelina Jolie Voight was born. The middle names of the children turned out to be prophetic. Haven translates from English as heavens, and Jolie in French means beautiful. Both children were indeed angelically beautiful. They inherited their mother's huge expressive eyes, dimples on their cheeks, and plump lips, while their father passed on remarkable creative abilities. Thanks to the whimsical mix of blood, Angelina's ancestry included French, Canadian, German, Slavic, and possibly even Native American roots. Our heroine stood out from childhood with an explosive character and unrestrained temperament. Little Angie was a true fantasizer, never sitting still for a minute. Together with her brother, they staged amusing scenes, recorded them on camera, and proudly presented them to their parents. Unfortunately, the family idyll did not last long. John regularly cheated on his wife and would disappear from home for long periods, leading to constant scandals in the household. Eventually, unable to endure it any longer, the mother took the children and moved to New York, officially filing for divorce in 1978. Since then, the father rarely appeared in the family, hardly participating in the upbringing of the children, leaving Markellen to shoulder all the responsibility for the little ones. The parents' separation had a profound impact on the sensitive Angelina. She became withdrawn, a wild and unsociable girl. Unlike her peers who played with Barbie dolls, she played with knives and dreamed of owning a funeral parlor in the future. At school, she was an outsider, avoiding classmates and drawing mystical symbols in her notebooks during lessons. In her teenage years, the situation worsened. Angie began cutting herself with a knife, and at one point, she nearly bled to death, grazing a vital artery. This incident forced her to stop and seriously contemplate her future. She wanted to understand herself, so she put away the knives and turned to books, seeking answers to her questions. In 1986, the family returned to Los Angeles, where Angelina enrolled in the famous Lee Strasberg Acting School. At the same time, she attended a prestigious high school in Beverly Hills and dreamed of becoming an adult and independent as soon as possible. Without tutors or extra lessons, she graduated from high school 1.5 years early and pursued her career. Initially, she tried to become a model and actively began losing weight. When her weight approached a critical point, her mother sensed trouble and took her to a doctor. The clinic diagnosed the initial stage of anorexia and vividly outlined the consequences of this terrible disease. Despite her stubborn nature, she listened to the doctor's advice and returned to normal eating behavior. At the age of 14, Jolie attempted to demonstrate her maturity. In another way, she brought her boyfriend home, declaring him her common-law husband. The mother did not object to this arrangement, but when Angelina tried to seduce her own lover, her mother was deeply offended. James also condemned his sister's actions, and Angelina became an outcast in her own family. She went down a destructive path, experimenting with all existing drugs by the age of 20 and coming close to suicide. The trajectory of destruction was halted by her involvement in the film industry. Her brother, having graduated from film school, pursued directing and invited his sister to participate in his experimental projects. Simultaneously, Jolie appeared in music videos for renowned musicians, performed in theater, and earned money as a model. Angelina first appeared on screen at the age of 7, starring alongside her parents in the film Looking to Get Out, 1982. 10 years later, she played a cyborg in the science fiction film Cyborg 2, Glass Shadow, 1993. This role did not bring her significant popularity, but her subsequent work in the movie Hackers, 1995, received positive acclaim from both audiences and film critics. The film became a cult classic among American youth, although it did not perform well at the box office. A significant breakthrough in her acting career came with the lead role in the biographical drama Gia, 1998, where Jolie portrayed the popular 1970s model Gia Karangi, who died of AIDS at the age of 25. It was easy for Angelina to embody her on-screen character as she essentially played herself in the movie. She even feared that it might awaken her inner demons again and initially declined the role 4 times. In the end, she brilliantly tackled the challenge and received a Golden Globe for her performance. Directors recognized the immense potential in the young actress and eagerly began involving her in serious projects. A year later, the biographical drama Girl, Interrupted, 1999, was released, in which Jolie played the role of an aggressive sociopathic girl with suicidal tendencies. To fully immerse herself in the character, the actress spent 2 months in a psychiatric clinic observing the behavior of patients. As a result, she handled the role so delicately that she even outshone Winona Ryder, who had the role of the leading violin in the film. For this performance, the actress received another Golden Globe and was honored with an Oscar for the Best Supporting Actress. At the awards ceremony, she appeared with her brother and gave him a passionate public kiss, which caused a stormy reaction from the public. They were immediately accused of having an incestuous relationship. However, a few years later, Angelina and James vehemently denied these assumptions. After the success of Girl, Interrupted, Jolie firmly established herself at the top of Hollywood's Olympus. Her fees were in the millions, and directors lined up to have her in their films. One of the most successful commercial projects was the adaptation of the popular computer game Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 2001. Jolie expertly transformed into the brave Amazon, performing most of her own stunts and handling weapons with professionalism. In 2002, during one of his television interviews, Jon Voight referred to his daughter as mentally unstable. Following this, the actress severed all ties with him and renounced his surname. In 2003, the sequel to the Lara Croft franchise was released. Despite its financial success, the project was put on hold. Jolie repeatedly stated her readiness to return to this role at any time, which had made her a superheroine and one of the highest-paid actresses in the world. However, the film was eventually released in 2018, with the lead role played by the young actress Alicia Vikander. Producers considered Jolie too old for the role. According to some sources, Jolie was outraged and personally visited the Warner Brothers office, causing a scandal. During filming, she called Vikander, offered some advice, and hinted that it was impossible for her to overshadow Lara Croft. In 2005, the global premiere of the action comedy Mr. and Mrs. Smith took place, marking a significant event not only in Jolie's film career but also in her personal life. Audiences immediately sensed the romantic chemistry between Jolie and Pitt, contributing to the film's success at the box office, almost $500 million. This was followed by dozens of successful works, including Wanted, 2008, Salt, 2010, The Tourist, 2010, and many others. In 2007, the actress's mother passed away from ovarian cancer, diagnosed in the late 90s. Jolie's grandmother also succumbed to the same ailment. Upon discovering that she carried a malignant gene predisposing her to cancer, in 2013, Angelina voluntarily opted for a surgery to remove her breasts and ovaries. After reconstructive surgery, she quickly returned to her profession, losing none of her attractiveness. Particularly noteworthy is Maleficent, 2014, a fresh perspective on Disney's animated film about Sleeping Beauty, which earned its creators a record-breaking $758 million. Critics concluded that such unprecedented commercial success was largely attributable to Angelina, whose performance was deemed simply brilliant. In 2007, the actress decided to try her hand at directing for the first time and presented the documentary film A Place in Time to the audience. This was followed by the dramatic feature film In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, for which Jolie wrote the screenplay herself. The film depicts events from the 1992 Bosnian War, focusing on the relationship between a Serbian man and a Bosnian woman, whose love is tested as they find themselves on opposite sides of the conflict. In 2014, another war drama directed by Jolie, Unbroken, was released, earning 3 Oscar nominations for cinematography, editing, and sound mixing. The film also received praise for the performance of Jack O'Connell and the skills of the stunt performers. In her next film, By the Sea, 2016, Jolie starred alongside Brad Pitt, portraying a married couple trying to save their marriage. To some extent, the film became prophetic, as a year later, Angelina and Brad officially announced their separation. In 2017, the audience was presented with another film, First They Killed My Father, which was particularly significant for the actress. The film is based on the real-life story of Cambodian writer Lang Ang, who became close to Jolie. The movie was nominated for a Golden Globe and was recognized as the actress's best directorial work. During the filming of Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie visited Cambodia for the first time and was deeply moved by the living conditions of the local population. From that moment, humanitarian missions became an integral part of her life. She studied a vast amount of documents related to refugee affairs and became part of special commissions visiting countries affected by armed conflicts. The actress not only donated substantial sums to charity but also personally participated in setting up camps for refugees and schools for their children. In August 2001, the actress was officially proclaimed a Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations, and in 2005, she was invited to address the World Economic Forum in Davos. Jolie established several charitable foundations to which she regularly contributes significant financial donations. She frequently meets with influential politicians, businessmen, and economists, delivers lectures on human rights, and serves as a guest lecturer at the London School of Economics. Angelina has not lacked male attention since her early youth, and her experiences include a lesbian love affair. Her first serious relationship began at the age of 14. Her mother allowed her to move in with her boyfriend, reasoning that it was better for the kids to engage in sex on a soft mattress than lurk in the corners of nightclubs. The first husband of the actress was actor Johnny Lee Miller, whom she met during the filming of Hackers. They convincingly portrayed a couple in love on screen and inadvertently found their relationship spilling into real life. Johnny helped Angelina overcome dark times when she developed a penchant for heavy drugs. Despite their passionate love, they were complete opposites, and they separated after a year, having managed to enter into a legal marriage. Officially, Jolie divorced Miller in 1999 when she met Billy Bob Thornton, her second husband. They met on the set of the movie Pushing Tin and immediately fell head over heels in love with each other. Billy was not free and was planning to marry actress Laura Dern, but upon seeing Angelina, he completely lost his head. This time, Jolie and her chosen one turned out to be kindred spirits. Both were ready for eccentric actions, had a dark past, and appeared to be strange mysterious personalities. In May 2000, they married in Las Vegas, exchanging pendants filled with their own blood instead of wedding rings. The newlyweds also willingly displayed tattoos with each other's names and did not hide their feelings in public. Such a relationship suited Angelina until she first visited Cambodia. This trip completely changed her consciousness, and the actress began to participate in humanitarian missions, donate money to charities, and in March 2002, she adopted Cambodian orphan Maddox. After this event, Jolie's life priorities changed completely and no longer aligned with Thornton's views. He did not feel attached to the child, and her humanitarian activities were also alien to him. In May 2003, Angelina divorced Billy and fully immersed herself in a new life. In 2004, the actress began working on the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith and met Brad Pitt on the set. As in the two previous cases, a passionate romance ignited between the on-screen partners, turning into a real relationship. The actors failed to hide their feelings for long, and soon their joint photos taken on one of the Argentine beaches leaked to the yellow press. Shortly before this, Brad had separated from his wife, actress Jennifer Aniston, and the world became aware of what had caused the breakup of Hollywood's most beautiful and exemplary couple. Society divided into two camps, some supported Jolie, while others sympathized with Aniston and called Angie a cunning homewrecker. Meanwhile, our heroine and her new chosen one went to Ethiopia and adopted a little girl named Zahara, born in 2005. By the way, the girl turned out not to be an orphan. 2 years later, her biological mother appeared and began asserting her rights to the child. The scandal was resolved with a generous financial compensation, and a year before that, Angelina became a mother for the third time, giving birth to a daughter named Shiloh to Brad, born in 2006. The first photos of the girl were sold to reporters for $10 million, and all the money was donated to charity. In 2007, the family expanded with the adoption of a boy named Pax Tien from Vietnam, born in 2003, and a year later, Angelina and Brad became biological parents to twins Knox Leon and Vivian Markellen, born in 2008. The daughter was named after Angelina's mother, who had passed away from ovarian cancer a year and a half before this event. This time, photos of the newborns were sold for $14 million, part of which was donated to charitable funds, and part was used for the recovery of New Orleans, which was affected by Hurricane Katrina. In 2012, Jolie and Pitt, at the children's request, entered into a legal marriage, and 4 years later, out of the blue, the news of their breakup sounded like thunder. The alleged reason was Brad's cruel treatment of the children. He publicly yelled at Maddox on a plane. Angelina filed for divorce and wished to establish sole custody of all the children. Pitt opposed his wife's decision, and the legal battle lasted for 3 years, concluding peacefully in April 2019. During this time, the spouses exhausted themselves physically, mentally, and financially. Angelina repeatedly sought the help of a psychologist and noticeably lost weight again. And the growing children added fuel to the fire with their unexpected actions. In 2014, Shiloh stated that she identified as a boy named John, and in 2019, Maddox announced his intention to sue his parents for custody rights over the younger children. Against the backdrop of these events, Angelina decided to temporarily step back from her acting career and focus closely on her children. She acquired a luxurious mansion in Los Feliz, personally prepares nutritious meals for the children, and helps them with their studies. In 2019, she became the face of a new perfume line by the brand Guerlain and continues to top the list of the world's most beautiful and desirable women. In October 2019, the second part of the fantasy film Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, was released. At the premiere, Jolie appeared surrounded by all 6 of her children. For this special occasion, 18-year-old Maddox flew in from Seoul, where he is pursuing higher education. Angelina also received congratulations from her brother and father, with whom she has recently managed to mend relations. In 2021, Jolie joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe and starred in the action film Eternals. She was joined by stars from Game of Thrones Richard Madden and Kit Harington, as well as Gemma Chan and Salma Hayek. In April 2022, Jolie visited Lviv to support Ukrainian refugees. Her presence in a Lviv cafe made headlines in the press and sparked a new meme. In one of the circulated photos, a young man took the foreground, paying no attention to the Hollywood star. In the grand tapestry of Angelina Jolie's life, each chapter reveals a woman of incredible depth and versatility. From her early days as a child actor to becoming a global superstar, Jolie has seamlessly woven together a career marked by cinematic brilliance and a humanitarian spirit that knows no bounds. Her journey through Hollywood's highs and lows, personal triumphs, and global impact has showcased not only her acting prowess but also her resilience in the face of adversity. As a mother, she has embraced a diverse family with love and dedication, emphasizing the importance of compassion and understanding. While the spotlight has often focused on her personal life, Jolie's ability to navigate the complexities of fame with grace is a testament to her strength. Beyond the red carpets and silver screens, she has emerged as a powerful advocate for refugees, women's rights, and global peace. As the final chapter unfolds, Angelina Jolie remains a beacon of inspiration, a woman whose legacy extends far beyond her cinematic achievements. Her story is one of evolution, compassion, and a commitment to making the world a better place. In the closing act of her biography, Angelina Jolie stands not only as an acclaimed actress but as a force for positive change, leaving an indelible mark on the world stage. If you enjoyed the video, kindly show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching.